Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? I'm doing just fine. The bed, about to have my first cup of Joe, which is already made it just before I got up here, so I wouldn't have to get up to go to the kitchen to make my coffee. So I got it already right here, and it is delicious. I did have a sip already. Y'all want a sip? It's nice and hot. Mm. It's not the greatest cup of coffee, but it's passing this morning. But I can actually say one thing. I know that it's not as cold as it was yesterday. Wait a minute. If they said 10 degrees, can't be. Because my house is warm. I am not cold. My house is warm now. It says, no, 18 on the TV. On my TV, it says 18. But on this computer, I've been darned if it ain't saying 10. I don't know if you could see that right there. It says 10 degrees, sunny. But on the television, it's saying 18. But I'm inclined not to believe any of that because it's so warm in here. But last night, I thought I was going to freeze. I had extra blankets, extra covers that I had already made. And I threw two extra covers. I had one, just in case. And then the other one I had spread over me. And then on my bedroom window, there a breeze or something has a tendency to always feel like it's cold on this side of my face when I'm lying in bed when it's real cold. And so I had my red Sherpa blanket. Let me show you what I did, y'all. I had my red Sherpa blanket up here like this. I had my hat on. I always wear a hat in the bed. If it's cold. That keeps you warm. You know that, right? Okay. So, in the near future, if you get cold, you ain't got time to be looking cute in the bed, y'all. Put a hat on. Just like I told my daughter. She said she had air coming through her window. I said, well, put a hat on. Put some clothes on and, put stuff like we did down south, like my mother did down south. She would take some old rags or something like that and stuff it in between those windows, like where we got the weather and stuff today. Well, we didn't have that down south. She would take like old clothes and stuff and stick in those holes so that wind couldn't come through there. And I used to do it to this front door right here until they fixed my door better. I used to have an old sheet up there that I would put inside of that door to keep, the heat inside of the house. And so that's what I told her, my daughter to do. But in my bedroom, I can't tell where the heat is. I mean, the chill is actually coming from because it's like that whether it's breezy, it's like that whether it's, the weather is calm or whatever. You know what? Wait a minute, yeah. Hold on. Ah, shoot. Ah, I don't know if you remember. I was trying out my forgot to do this. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. I don't want to upset nothing. Ah, this is the part that goes inside of the phone. I had it, I don't know if you can see it, for my microphones, okay? It's supposed to be plugged in the bottom of the phone. And I had it plugged in the bottom of my computer, in the back of my computer. So I don't know if that's why I didn't sound any different. And I just thought of it just now, but so I'm not gonna dare touch this. I'm not gonna dare touch this phone as long as it's recording okay. I will try it the next time I get on here to talk to the AAG team because I have a tendency. I have a tendency of messing it up just by touching the phone, and so I'm not touching it. That's why I said, okay, I'm not gonna, even take y'all in the kitchen with me to make my, do see my coffee or anything. I said, once it's stabilized, I'm leaving it right there until I don't know if I need another tripod or not. But I refuse to buy anything right now, y'all. Anything at all because I am busted, okay? Just plain old busted. And see, this is a little book. I almost, but I'm definitely going to try that. I'm going to make sure everything's charged and everything. And, because I really don't like the way I sound. I don't. It sounds mumbly to me, not clear at all. So how y'all doing this morning? I hope you're doing okay. And I hope it's nice and warm in your house like mine is. Because I declare, it does not feel even it doesn't even feel 18 degrees in here. You don't hear me grumbling about how cold it is in here. My heat just kicked on. Can you believe that? I'll tell you yesterday that heat wouldn't come on for nothing. It was so cold in here. I was crocheting and I had this wrapped all around me and everything. And I was tempted to get the one, remember the lumberjack that I used to have in the back of my chair when it was Christmas time. I said, that's the one I needed out here, but I had already put it in the closet because I didn't want it to get dirty, really. I really didn't want it to get dirty. I wasn't about to wash it. And so I had already put it in the closet. But this served the purpose. And plus I had on long sleeves. And of course I had my hat on. And I just sat up here and crocheted and crocheted. Oh yeah. But the question is, what am I going to have for breakfast? I do not know, y'all. I don't want no cereal. Sick of cereal. I can't find any good sausage. That's what I'm looking for. Good sausage like we used to have. People used to make that good old rope sausage. And I haven't been able to find any. Pancake sounds good, but I don't feel like going through all that. Matter of fact, I don't even have any pancake mix, but I do have some syrup. And one thing that you can make your own pancakes actually. Just take an egg, cup of flour, put a little, milk in it or whatever, vanilla flavor, fry that bad boy up on the what do you call? We used to call them fritters or something like that. My mother used to call. When we was down yonder home. We didn't have no pancake mix. Mm-mm. Sure didn't. We didn't. We did have cereal though. Cornflakes was out then. Cornflakes was the name of the game back then. I mean, this is what everybody had corn. Well, not every day, but cereal was cornflakes. I think Rice Krispies was out, but all these different cereals that we have today. Oatmeal was out. Oatmeal, grits. What's that other thing? Cream of wheat. I never really cared for cream of wheat. No. But we didn't have all the choices you got today. Today you go to the supermarket and you're like, what? All this? Which even when my kids was growing up, we had a lot of different varieties of cereal. Yeah. But there's one cereal that I sort of like. It was that Life, I think it was Life cereal. Is there a Life cereal? And it's got like a cinnamon crunch or something like that. I forget the name of it, but I used to kind of like that. Yeah. And Chex. Rice Chex. Even the last time I had them, which has been a few years now, they didn't even taste the same no more. I don't know what's going on now. Only thing I can say is pray over your food before you eat it. Ask God to bless it. Oh, yeah. That coffee is so darn good, y'all. I wish you could have some. But then, it ain't the best I had, but it's good, in the first of the morning. And then, when you first get up in the morning and you get that warmness, it's something to look forward to. But I don't drink coffee every morning. Mostly every morning, but not every morning. What? Mm, 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 mm. I don't want to talk about television this morning. I want to talk about going to the grocery store. I got appointment tomorrow to go to my foot doctor. As a matter of fact, they have the audacity to ask me could I come in early. It's all every time I go there, it's always something. Either they're gonna cancel my appointment. The last time they canceled it, said the doctor wasn't feeling well. Okay, this is way back in December, and this is my foot doctor, and I still have that foot fungus because nothing cures it, or so it seems. And they had canceled my appointment, so then now I had to wait until January to get, which is tomorrow. They gave me the 22nd to come tomorrow, but I try not to miss the appointment, and so my toenails are growing long and everything like that there. But they called me and asked me could I come in early. They did that one other time before. Can you come in early? I said, well, I wasn't going to go out on a limb for them like I did the last time, because this is getting to be too much. Every time I have an appointment, they want to change something or want me to come in early or do, because maybe somebody canceled or something like that. And so yesterday they had called me and asked me could I come in early. No, I called them because I think I blocked them on my phone. You know how they call you to remind you? I didn't mean to. I didn't know who it was. And so, when I see an unfamiliar phone call sometime coming in, unfamiliar number, I will simply block it. Not on this phone, the house phone. The house phone will block it and they cannot get through. Okay, as a matter of fact, the phone won't even ring. It might ring. I don't know if it rang once. I don't know. But anyway. And so I said, that must have been them that I blocked. And so I had called them back, because I knew I had an appointment today. Tomorrow. And so I called them to let them know, it's confirming my appointment. And she says, oh, can you come in early? Can you come in at 2 o'clock? Which I would have been, if they had called me earlier, which I don't know if they did. They might have, like I said, I might have blocked the number. I may have changed my appointment. But I told them no. I said, because I've already booked my ride. My ride has already got me booked for 3 o'clock, appointment at 3 o'clock. And she says, okay, no problem. But it's always something that they want to change about my appointment. Like the what's the president wife say? Reagan wife? Just say no. And so I just said no. I'm not here to appease you. Ask somebody else. Don't ask me. Don't ask all around grandma, okay? What's on your agenda for today? Is it work day for you? Or is it a shopping day for you? Stay at home day for you? I'm going to see if I can go shopping. I'm going to see if I can go to the grocery store today. I would like to go to Walmart because I haven't been to Walmart. And like forever. I haven't been shopping. Now, my ride over here where I live at, they have a shuttle bus. And they go to like Target. As a matter of fact, let's see where they're going. I'll see where they're going tomorrow. So they go out, well, tomorrow morning. I could go tomorrow morning. But like I said, my appointment is not until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if they're going somewhere that I want to go, I can go ride with them. Let's see. Food share, what? Connecticut, it's a shuttle bus to, no, wait a minute. Oh, that was last week. It doesn't tell me where they're going tomorrow. So it might be just one of those days that I can just jump on the bus by myself. I'm gonna call my the handles this. I'm gonna call them as soon as that office gets in there and see where they're going tomorrow. That would be great if I could just jump on that bus and go where I want to go. But sometimes, a lot of people have already been. They've been and they've done their shopping already, so they all set. And nobody's on the bus. I'd had the opportunity to take the bus, and I was the only passenger, which was fine. Just me and the driver. It's like I had a chauffeur on this big shuttle bus. And he said he would take me anywhere I wanted to go. Of course, I wanted to go to Walmart. I'm surprised they don't have any place scheduled for tomorrow. Because they usually, like the week before, they went to North Haven. They went to Target, out there, in that plaza out there. I don't keep up with them that much because I usually try to get my own personal ride. But lately here, like I said, I've been having a problem with the ride that I'm paying for. And I've got $40 on my book right now, and if I can't get a ride, I'll say I'm calling today. If they can't give me a ride for next week, I'm gonna ask them for a refund. That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to let them hold my money like that. Hmm. Now Prince Harry's in court. Oh Jesus! Don't watch the news, y'all. You get all confused and all bothered. I mean, Prince Harry, what the heck did he do? Unless he's suing somebody else. Oops, I forgot not to touch that. Not to touch that phone. Because I am live. I'm live, y'all. Right now. I am live, but I don't know how to turn the chat on. And so when I go live the next time, I think I said this the last time. When I go to next time, I'm going to go on my computer to see. But the picture is so horrible on that computer. And this is a Dell computer. Dell used to be the top of the line. Remember that? That's when China owned it. China sucked us new, gave it to the U.S. They sold it to I think that's what they did. They sold it. I forgot how that thing goes. They sold it to the U.S. and they must have took some of the components out so it ain't as great as it used to be. I mean, I don't have no problems with it otherwise. It's just that camera. That camera sucks. It really does, because the pictures are fuzzy and everything like that. Yeah. Let me see what she said. She said, oh, they got a whole new studio. Look at this. What the heck? Mm. Y'all billionaires, go ahead and show off, show up, and show out now. I wonder what it's like to be a billionaire. What do you do when you're a billionaire? What time you get up in the morning? I probably just lay in the bed and just tell somebody, hey, can you bring my coffee to the bedroom, please? Bring my dinner to the bedroom. Just get out of here. Don't come to my room no more. Today, do what you do in the rest of the house. Whatever it is you do, do it. Don't call me until lunch. And then after lunch, could you bring my lunch to my room, please? Then after lunch, don't come in my bedroom. Don't disturb. I don't want to be disturbed for nothing, anybody, unless my little baby, unless Ayla coming over. She's 2. That's my 2-year-old granddaughter. Now, yeah, she's coming over, and only if she comes over, I'm gonna be disturbed for that. That's it. And do not disturb. No phone calls. No nothing. Just bring me my remote control. And I already got my computer. Everything would be set up in my room, okay? Everything would be right there where I need it. My coffee, my everything is right there. And whatever this other person in the house is doing, the maid, that's their business. You just go do you. And leave me alone, all right? Don't ask me nothing. Cook what you want to cook for dinner. Oh man, that's living the life. And it would be nice, I'm gonna tell you. What would really be nice is a chauffeur. Oh, there's that sign popped up again. Welcome to the lab. You're a little late. You're late to the party, okay? Um, a chauffeur, okay? When I get ready to go, I want to go. Get my chauffeur and, let's roll. Let's go wherever. Let's go get us some coffee from Dunkin' Donuts for instance. I don't want no Starbucks. Starbucks is overrated. As far as I'm concerned. Unless I just went to the wrong Starbucks. Dunkin' Donuts got them beat by a long shot in my book, but that's just my book now. And I would want to go, where else would I want to go? In the summertime, I might want to go to the beach, for an hour or something, just walk by the beach, walk on the boardwalk or something like that. And, speaking of the boardwalk, remember the boardwalk in New Jersey? I think it was in Atlantic City. Was it Atlantic City? I don't think they have that anymore. If they do, they don't have all that other stuff that they used to have out there. The boardwalk. Because I've been there. I went, walked the boardwalk. As a matter of fact, the church, when I was into the church and everything, um, we had a trip, the Sunday school trip, for the younger children and everything, something for them, for them to take, which the adults enjoyed it too. And we went there to walk the boardwalk. So they had, quite a few things to do there. You had rides for the kids, and you had the little fun house you could go to, and the saltwater taffy was what turned me on. I love the saltwater taffy. And then they had the games, like the slots that you could play. It wasn't real. Well, the casino was there too, the Taj Mahal. I guess that was the Taj Mahal, who had a Taj Mahal. But anyway, that was there, and they had a line. I was young at the time. I said, man, I wish I could get in this casino. But the line was so long waiting to get into that casino. I said, no way, because the bus would be leaving by the time I got a chance to get in there. But it was a fun trip. I remember that. And I had went to, I did actually go to the Taj Mahal one time. Um, and I won. But I didn't know how to gamble. And I think I should have won more than I did because, when it comes up, it came up, the thing kept going, bing, ling, 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 ling. Woo, I was excited, y'all. I was so excited. And I think the payoff, I didn't call the guy. There's a guy in there that does something to the machine when you won and all your money don't come out. He comes in and he do something and it releases the money. And so I just accepted. I think the thing rang up, it was saying like it was 800 or 8,000. I forgot what it was. And I think it was more like 800. But I only got 100 out of there. But I didn't know you're supposed to call the guy. I don't know if somebody behind me came and got the rest of that money or whatever the situation was. But I know I came home. It was a bus trip. And I'm talking so much, y'all, about wood. No. I hope I didn't bore you too much. But anyway, it was a nice trip. It was another bus trip that we had went on. And we watched movies. They actually had beer, gave us a beer. And was it Kentucky Fried Chicken? We had chicken. And and we ate on our way. We was eat. They gave us some beer and early in the morning. This is. I think the bus trip left around 7 or something. I forgot what time it was, but you know how they leave early in the morning so they can get there in time. Yeah, at a great hour, a good hour. And we watched on the way back. We watched the movie. I think Sister Act was was popular back then. And they had a little TV up there, on the bus that actually watch the movie. And the movie was so funny because a lot of people, the bus was packed. It was filled to capacity. And it's more fun when you're watching with somebody else laughing and carrying on. And it makes the time go by faster when you come back. And so I actually enjoyed it. But we did go to the Taj Mahal. It was really nice, nice casino. That's the first and only time I've ever been to a casino in my life. And I think at that time I was in my 40s. I wasn't quite 50 yet. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know why I thought about that this morning. I guess I had my mind on money and my money on my mind or something like that. Because I definitely want to go shopping and spend some. And let me see how many minutes I've been up here talking to the NGT. Let's see, 25. Oh my God, almost 26 minutes. I got to let y'all go because I know I am boring. And on that note, y'all, you already know what time it is. I go with love. And I'll see you again soon. I will. Okay.